Hello and welcome back to Nomeregard's journey. We are here in the plane of knowledge, and today I want to highlight a quest called the New Tannin Merchants Alliance. And the reason why is I'm working on my trade skills. I'm trying to get my last 2 or 3 of them up to 300 plus, and I found a recipe. It's ink, ash plus parchment, and you can make combat spellbooks, but this is locked behind this quest from this guy right here, Cursed Frost Rift. So we're gonna go ahead and do his quest real quick. I believe I've pre-collected all the items we'll need. If not, we can go ahead and purchase those from the bazaar, or I'll stop and farm. I looked on the Alakazam page, and I think I got everything, so we'll see how this goes. So let's go ahead and start with Cursed here. Nomeregard. Just the person I was looking for. Listen, we are currently short on fantastic artisans. I want an all-arounder of a superior skill, and if you join up, I can guarantee you all the benefits of being part of a trading and artisan group on their way on to the top. So you're interested in joining? All right, so he gives us a quest. You've been offered a position in the New Tannin Merchants Alliance by entrepreneur Cursed Frost Rift as one of their main artisans. To join, first you'll have to introduce yourself to the rest of his main staff, then provide proof positive of your craftsmanship in multiple fields. All right. And he didn't really say anything useful. So here's the quest. So we need to go, we talk to him, I guess, again. There we go. Alright, so, Nomeregard, I knew you'd be interested. We'd love to have you be a part of our group. First, I want you to introduce yourself to the others. Talk to my Chief Financial Officer, Jean Akur, and my Chief Security Officer, Morgan Connors. You won't find a master of finances better than Jean. Morgan has a wealth of experience in protecting merchants and a sound tactical background, making her an excellent pick for our growing venture. After you talk to them, return to me and we'll get started with your... We'll get started. I thought it was another line, but that's just a normal merchant. Alright, so we need to go talk to Jean Archer. So here is Morgan Connors. And they're all like right here. This quest just takes just the whole thing seems to take place right here. Oh, there she is right there. Jean Akur. Go ahead and hail her. See here. Salutations, I am Jean Akur. I serve as Chief Financial Officer for all things related to the Merchant Alliance. I've heard of your work. If you're even half as impressive as your exploits, then I think we'll have an excellent working relationship. I prize punctuality, accuracy, and efficiency. Alright, and we need to talk to Miss Connors here. Oh, hey there, I'm Morgan Connors. I take care of all the security for the Alliance. Most of the people here are impressed with your crafting skills. Me, I'm more impressed with your combat skills. Either way, we will be good working with you. I am sure you can pass Cursed little test. Alright, so now we need to speak to Mr. Cursed again. Alright, oh, and there is the massive list of things. Your reputation speaks for itself, but I want to see the master at work. I have a list of things I'd like to see you take on. Shouldn't be a problem, right? Alright, first things first, we need to make a planar goo omelet. I think I can cook right... Actually, let's go over to the baker over here. I don't think there's a baking merchant over on that side, but I always go over here to do my baking. And, yeah, we'll get this started. So this recipe is quite a few items. So I think I need to buy a few that I forgot to buy. Alright, let's get some butter. We need some coarse salt. All right, I'm gonna have to do a cut for that, but I realized I didn't have coarse assault, and it's only for sale on this merchant here in Western Wastes, and we ran here at 97. It was kind of a touch and go there. I thought I was gonna get killed, but I think that's all we need from this guy. So we can go ahead and pop back to POK and continue. All right, we're at the oven, and we can start making our combines for this planar goo omelet. So first things first, we do planar goo plus water flask. Does not combine because it goes in a mixing bowl. Oh man, failing. All right, so I believe this guy right here sells mixing bowls. The lady next to him does. There we go. And we can take fourth bag, swap in the mixing bowl, and there we go. So planar goo plus water in a mixing bowl gives us prepared goo, and then we need a brew barrel, which there's one right outside here. And then we are going to combine vegetable oil, which is vegetables plus water, and you get that. And then we combine that with garlic, and we get our grilling sauce. All right. And then, so it looks like we go into the mixing bowl again with this one and this one. And then that gives us grilled planar goo. And then, then we go over here to the oven and we combine the planar goo. We need to make egg batter first. Egg batter is in the mixing bowl. So that is a egg. I have Drake eggs from somewhere and a bottle of milk. That gives us 12 egg batter. So now we combine the egg batter, the grilled planar goo, the butter, and the salt. And if I'm not dumb, I'm going to put on my correct trophy. Baker. Expert baker. All right, we'll combine that. And it doesn't combine. So we need 2 egg batter. There we go. And we got our planar goo omelet, which is quite actually impressive food. So that's not bad. Kind of tedious to make, but not bad. All right, so now we need to make the next item. So for this one, it is gonna be brewing is next. So we're gonna put on the brewing trophy. That way we get a little bit of level up from that. All right, so we need to make planar energy tea. Planar energy tea is planar energy shard, Talosian tea leaves, and a water flask. So I do already have those items. The tea leaves come from, I think, Omens of War expansion level stuff, and planar shard, I have no idea. They were in my bank. I think it was from Gribble's quests. There we go. And we got our planar energy tea. I want to actually make a change right here so that I don't actually drink and eat these. Because that would be devastating. So I'll just go put those right there and we'll turn them in later. All right, so the next one is planar infused clay. So the planar infused clay is a block of large magic clay. That's from an enchanter. A planar energy shard and a water flask. All right, this is fairly easy to make. Go over here to the pottery wheel. We're gonna put on the pottery. Master Potter. ahead and grab that one. Pop it in there, pop that. So we have our block of magic clay, our planar shard, and our flask of water. There we go. And that gives us planar infused clay. Alright. Next on the list is a Fear Jewel of Life. Let's go over to the jewel crafting. I like to use these actual crafting tables versus the actual moving the containers around, because the bag situation is quite intense. Alright, so the Jewel of Life is a bloodstone, an energized gemstone, Gnomish heat source, and a shard. And I forgot to buy the bloodstone, so let's go over here to Jeweler Nani and pick up 2 of those. And does he have the Gnomish heat source? He does. Perfect. Grab 2 of those. I always grab 2 of everything just in case I fail and I don't have to go buy it again right away. All right, so that was 1 bloodstone, 1 of those, 1 planar energy shard, and energized gemstone. And the energized gemstone are expansion wide for the Reign of Fear expansion, and the same with these ones. So I actually bought those from the bazaar. There we go. Looks like we completed our Fear Jewel of Life. What does it do? Oh, it restores health. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. Next order of business is the arrows. So the Terror Crossbow bolts. So let's go over here to Fletcher Linval. All right, we need steel arrow shafts, fractured shard, all right, I do not have a fractured shard. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff. Large groove knocks, 2 of those, and I do have my tainted feathers. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the bazaar. See if we can pick up fractured shard. There we go. More expensive than I'd like to pay. Let's just get 3 of them. There we go. And we need our fetching trophy. Let's go ahead and swap that one in. Talk to Mr. Caden here. Pick up our shards, and we can head over here to the table. All right, 1 of those, 1 of these, 1 of those, 1 of these, 1 of those. So we have our bundled steel arrow, fractured shard, large groove knocks, planar energy shard, and a tainted feather. All of these things are like pretty much random drops from the Reign of Fear, except for the random items that were purchased, which gave us the Terror Crossbow bolts. All right, now we need to make Scorched studs. Scorched studs are made with smithing, so we should grab our smithing trophy. Go ahead and grab that. And theoretically, I'm getting experience on these to level them up, so that's the only reason I'm swapping those out. All right, so this is a smithy hammer plus a piece of scorched ore. It says it's a random Reign of Fear drop, but I've never seen it more than once in my entire playthrough so far. There we go. We got our scorched studs, and we just need to make a befouled hilt wrap. So this one's actually pretty easy. Just go over here to the this. I'm gonna grab out my tailoring trophy, which the only one I've actually maxed out. Comes like a bolt of yarn or something. It's kind of cool. Okay. So this one is hickory handled shears plus a befouled animal pelt, and that is just random drop. There we go. We got that. That's a random drop from the Reign of Fear expansion, but I don't think I've ever seen more than that one in my time so far. All right, so now that we have all of that, we can go ahead and start turning this stuff into Mr. Cursed here. That was mine, so he wants this and that. Let's go ahead and swap this out before I forget. And then he wants these 3 items. And he gave me back the extras that he didn't need. Alright, so that looks like everything. Go ahead and hail him. Alright, you have received a replay timer for the new Tannin Merchant Alliance of 6 hours. Interesting. You've proven yourself to the Merchant Alliance and now are officially a member. Cursed Frost Rift will keep you abreast of important news, and highly talented artisans like yourself might be interested in exchange for your talents and promoting the group. Alright, so looks like we pick up like almost no experience, 100 platinum, we got a player flag, and we get a trade book, and this is what I really wanted to get out of this whole thing. Right, so if we open up the trade book here, we can scribe this book, but it gives us recipes. So there is alchemy recipes, and there are research recipes. There's a baking recipe, how to make some merchant's feast, merchant's brew, a repeating crossbow bolts, combat spellbook. This is the one that I wanted to do. This is for research, really cheap recipe, vendor item, and a drop. And I'm buying them in the bazaar. Black powder bomb is a tinkering recipe, pretty easy to make. It looks like. So I'm gonna use that when I start working on tinkering. But yeah, so this is pretty easy. Equipment belt, all kinds of recipes. And these all, I think they all count towards the 350 recipes for all that. So there we go. And that is the Merchant Alliance quest line. Apparently it is a pre-quest for, what is it called? The Coldane Shaw 3.0. So it's the pre-quest for that. I remember the Coldane Shaw back in the day, back in Velos. I'm guessing that it got a few upgrades along the way. I'm not sure what the stats are on the new one. I'll have to look that up at some point in time, but it is it's pretty cool that we were able to get that, and it's a pretty neat quest, and it gives access to methods of leveling up some trade skills quicker. You have to have I think it's 300 and the basic ones, I believe. And then this one helps with research and tinkering, I think poison making too. So kind of help out those other ones with some secondary kind of stats and stuff. So that's that. So today I'm recording this video on what, Friday? Yeah, Friday the 3rd of September, and the experience bonus is going to start. This video won't air until I think early October. So between this, so I am 97 now, and between the next video, depending on how much time I dedicate to making like videos versus trying to level, where there's 100% experience bonus starting probably now, actually, or in a few hours. And I'm going to probably try to level as much as I can. I don't know how many videos I'll be able to get out during that, just because making a video and paying attention to leveling is a difficult task for me at times. So I'm just going to see what I might come back like 100 and something. So my goal is to get it close to 115 as possible, so that I can focus more on the quest and have like all my spells and stuff done. But that's that. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.